The numbers of the COVID-19 are definitely continuing going in the big wrong direction. This comes as more than 10,800 new cases were reported in the last 24-hour period. Nearly 100 were reported with 2,500 people in the hospital. The state positivity rate percentage is 26.9%. The health department is closing a handful of COVID vaccine and testing sites because of that weather. The closure impacts some testing sites in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, Baltimore City, and more. They say there could be changes to operation for Tuesday as well. Another increased record for confirmed cases and hospitalizations. There are more than 14,200 reported and nearly 200 reported as well. Now the percentage positivity rate is at 26.87%. Even with cases rising dramatically, many schools plan to reopen this week. That includes Baltimore City, where the school's CEO laid out testing plans. For the second day in a row, more than 14,400 new cases were reported in a 24-hour period as of yesterday. Those cases are going to be moving very big with still 5 figures. More than 300 people are in the hospital across in the state of Maryland with a total of more than 3,000. Hospitalizations are moving in the big wrong direction once again. Positive test rate percentage with more than 27%. Still, it's moving as well in the wrong direction all over in Maryland. An expanding COVID-19 booster program, including younger teenagers. The Food Drug Administration authorized boosters of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for children as young as 12. Regulators are also allowing anyone eligible for a booster to get it sooner, just 5 months after their second dose. The FDA said, quote, children as young as 5 with immune deficiencies can receive a third shot as part of their primary series. Maryland is in a state of emergency. Governor Larry Hogan issued a month-long proclamation and 2 executive orders as COVID surges in our state. Hospitalizations continue climbing. Of course, we have not seen in the coronavirus pandemic. More than 3,100 people are hospitalized. More than 10,000 new cases were reported overnight. The positivity rate percentage is definitely above 28.50%. Governor Hogan's first executive order allows the Maryland Department of Health to regulate hospital staffing and resources. The second one activates 1,000 Maryland National Guard members to help out at testing sites. Showing in the 24-hour period with more than 12,000 new COVID-19 cases. 3,100 people are currently in the hospital across Maryland. The positivity rate is still, however, increased in the very wrong direction, 2 inches closer to 30%. As of this, masks will stay on for the rest of the school year for Maryland public school students. A General Assembly panel voted on Wednesday to pass the emergency rule approved last month by the State Board of Education. The mandate stays unless or until a county or school meets benchmark based on vaccinations or transmission rates. And in Howard County, officials unveiled a new mobile coronavirus testing site in Elkridge. County Executive Calvin Ball says the mobile site is especially valuable because it allows for a shift in testing locations to deal with specific area outbreaks. The confirmed cases continue to get very big. We have now hit more than 800,000 mark with more than 11,000 new cases being reported. 36 people in the hospital with the infections, 59 people have died, and the positivity rate did decrease by 28.30%. Tracking the variants, experts from the Johns Hopkins Coronavirus Resource Center are sharing information about the booster shots, current and future vaccines. The numbers have gone from bad to worse. Coronavirus research Johns Hopkins University is acknowledging that Omicron is spreading like wildfire and causing positive test results to to skyrocket. They say children should get vaccinated. Dr. Bill Moss says, quote, as the virus will inevitably mutate again. Other vaccines are in the pipeline being tested for their efficacy against multiple COVID strains, but in the meantime, the healthcare system is overwhelmed. There are hundreds of employees sick from COVID-19. Nearly 13,000 new confirmed cases of the coronavirus were reported in the last 24-hour period. 2 inches closer to 100 people are in the hospital, and the positivity percentage is back increased by 29.29%. 4,513,000 have received a first dose, 3,959,000 have received a second dose, 328,000 received a single dose, 1,708,000 Maryland people have been receiving a booster shot. The grand total for the administered doses are more than 10,510,000, 13,711,000 distributed doses, 4,287,000 people across in the state of Maryland have received a fully vaccinated, showing with the two population ages, 92.5% with age 18 and up, and finally more than 86% with age 5 and up. If you want to keep on looking at that COVID-19 data chart and COVID-19 vaccination data chart, just in case, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new at this, or you may have seen it before, you can look at it over and over to keep track of the data charts. And if you live in the state of Maryland, whether if you're in Hartford, Cecil, Baltimore, Kent, Howard, Anne Arundel, Montgomery, Frederick, or anywhere in counties in Maryland, and including the Maryland city areas, it does not even matter. To look at the COVID-19 data charts, just log on to their Maryland's link at coronavirus.maryland.gov to click it. It's on the description below.